Clarke, a division of Alto US, the industry leader in producing the highest quality commercial floor maintenance equipment. For nearly 90 years, Clarke has led the industry, producing the finest single-disc polishers, auto scrubbers, high-speed burnishers, vacuums, carpet extractors, and wood floor sanders. With the broadest range, Clarke has the products to fit all floor maintenance needs for increasing cleaning productivity. The Clarke Stone Care System is a simple, cost-effective method to restore and maintain marble and terrazzo floors. Clarke's natural process restores the beauty of your stone floor without the use of destructive and toxic acids, chemicals, waxes, or sealers. A floor that is maintained by the Clarke process provides maximum safety. Minor scratches in neglected or coated stone floors trap liquids and fine solid particles, which create a slippery bearing-like surface. A naturally polished stone floor provides a lasting hard surface with a high traction finish. At the heart of the system is the MP1800, which features a totally enclosed and maintenance-free 1.5 horsepower motor, a rugged triple planetary gearbox, added weights for aggressive polishing, a 50-foot Superflex power cable, and a 4-gallon solution tank. The MP1800 is used with both a diamond disc pad driver to hone the floor and a super grip pad driver to polish the floor while using a white polishing pad and either Clarke polishing powder or Italian Craftsman polishing cream. Marble restoration steps will require 3 sets of resin bond diamond discs, 100, 200, and 600 grit. The discs easily attach to the diamond disc pad driver by Velcro. The Clarke Stone Care process includes 3 basic restoration and maintenance steps. First, restore the surface. Second, perform daily maintenance. Third, perform interim maintenance. Proper restoration along with a routine maintenance schedule will provide lasting and impressive stone floor beauty. Before beginning the polishing process, prepare the area by removing furnishings. Dust mop and remove any protruding grout or foreign materials such as gum. The restoration process begins with assessing the condition of the floor to be polished. If the floor has been coated with wax, urethane, or other coating, it must be removed with a proper stripper and neutralizer before proceeding. Closely observe the depth and number of scratches in the stone surface. In traffic areas, such as entryways, the scratches and depths will be greater. In these areas, you will need to hone using 3 steps of resin diamond discs, starting with 100 grit, then 200 grit, and finally 600 grit before polishing. In areas exhibiting less wear due to low traffic, you may start with the 200 or even 600 grit. Let's begin. You will be working in small 4-foot by 4-foot areas. Sequentially working areas of this size provides even and complete polishing across the total area of the floor. To minimize cleanup, mask off walls in the immediate polishing area. Observe all safety precautions as outlined in the MP1800 Operator's Manual. Install the diamond disc pad driver on the MP1800. Install the diamond discs to the pad driver. Fill the solution tank on the MP1800 with water. Plug the MP1800 into a standard 120-volt 15-amp outlet and position it in the first 4-foot by 4-foot work area. Release the handle and lower it to a comfortable operating position, then relock it. Release the water valve lever and allow a liberal amount of water to flow. Depress the safety button and start honing by engaging either run lever. Move the MP1800 from side to side slowly, covering the entire 4-foot by 4-foot area. This process will create a slurry which lubricates and carries away the honed material. Add more water to maintain a constant slurry. Do not operate the diamond disc in a dry area. Continue for approximately 5 minutes. Next, switch from a side-to-side movement of the MP1800 to a back-and-forth movement and continue for another 5 minutes. Upon completion of this step, wet vacuum the slurry with a tank vac, such as the Clarke CTV20 with an auxiliary wand and squeegee. Inspect the work area for a consistent honing pattern. When the pattern is consistent, remove the diamond discs and install the next finer grit of diamond discs. Repeat the honing process in the same 4-foot by 4-foot area, again side to side for 5 minutes, and then back and forth for 5 minutes. With each finer grit used, overlap the previous honed area by approximately 2 inches. This will assure that the area receives complete coverage of the finest grit honing pattern. Continue the process until you have finished honing with the 600 grit diamond discs. You have now removed the scratches from the floor and are ready to bring out the luster of the surface with the final polishing step. Remove the diamond disc pad driver from the MP1800 and install the Super Grip pad driver with a white pad. Apply a liberal amount of the Italian Craftsman polishing cream in a circular area on the floor. Lower the MP1800 onto the polishing cream and begin polishing with the same motion as in the honing process, side to side for 5 minutes, then back and forth for 5 minutes. Again, overlap the furthest extent of the honed area by approximately 2 inches to assure complete polishing of the area. Maintain the slurry consistency. If necessary, add more polishing cream. Do not allow the polishing cream to dry. Your preference may be to use Clarke polishing powder with the same method as we have just demonstrated with the Italian Craftsman polishing cream. Instead of applying the cream in a circular pattern, sprinkle a liberal amount of Clarke polishing powder on the floor and lower the machine. Before starting, apply water to the floor to create the slurry. Do not run on the powder dry. Maintain a consistent wet slurry throughout the polishing pattern. Upon completion, wet vacuum the slurry and buff with a dry cloth. Note the brilliant restored luster. Repeat this process in adjacent 4-foot by 4-foot areas across the entire floor. After restoration, a stone floor may have its beauty maintained by performing both daily and weekly maintenance. Daily, dust mop and scrub the floor daily with plain water using a pad. For small areas, a clean mop and water can be used. Keep mats placed inside and outside of all entrances to prevent abrasive particles from being tracked in, scratching traffic areas. Make sure these mats are cleaned every day. Interim maintenance. Polish the heavy traffic areas of the floors. Use the MP1800 with a white pad and the Italian Craftsman polishing cream as previously described in the restoration polishing step. If your floor is a new installation, you will likely have lippage, which must be ground flat before honing and polishing begins. To check for lippage, place a coin on the floor and slide it over the grout lines of adjoining tiles. If it cannot slide because of a step between the tiles, then you will need to grind down the steps with a more aggressive set of diamond discs. Clarke offers diamond discs for lippage removal that are used in a 3-step sequence for 50 to 120 grit soft cut diamond discs and then the 100 grit copper bond diamond discs. The process for grinding lippage is the same as honing, except frequently inspect during grinding with the 50 grit diamond disc to assure grinding only to the level where the lippage is removed. Then continue the sequence using the 120 grit soft cut and then the 100 grit copper bond. After removing the lippage, begin the honing process with the steps previously described. The natural process of the Clarke Stone Care System restores the beauty and provides maximum safety of your stone floor without the use of destructive chemicals, waxes, or sealers. With the Clarke Stone Care System, you will have a simple and cost-effective method for maintaining and providing that prestigious beauty of a polished stone floor.